Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for the 5 minute intermission. That is a clip from IGN. They just posted two really cool behind the scenes interview kind of backstage looks at Detroit Become Human. Of course, the character web and the music we played from the beginning. There's another clip that didn't stream so well, but you can check that out on IGN, or I've posted it on the videos hosted here on my Twitch channel. And we're going to take a few minutes if you guys have any quick questions, so that I'm not trying to save someone's life. Rogbot has joined me in the window there. And if anybody has any questions, I'm going to go have dinner with David Cage after we finish doing this. He's in Los Angeles from Paris, of course, doing press for Detroit. And let's see if we can't come up with one really, really great question for David Cage that we can get him to answer on the record. And we'll share it on Instagram and Twitter. Also, you guys can check out, if you're not following on Instagram and Twitter, it's just at Bryan Dechart. Would love to have you join me there. And we've just started an affiliate stream on Twitch. So for the first time ever, you can subscribe to the channel, get custom emotes, and we're going to have some other giveaways and special video content. If that's something that interests you, you can check out the link in the channel. And I'm going to go through and we'll do a few quick questions here before we jump back into Heavy Rain. Yeah, Derek, you've got it. This is Jesse Williams, Valerie Curry, and some dude streaming.
That's you.
That's... What?
That's you.
Oh. I see what you did. To answer the question, yes, all three of the main characters can die off, and Connor's first scene is on the rooftop with Daniel, the hostage negotiation scene. So please, save the fish, yes, but save Connor as well. I put a lot of work into this story, a lot of time into this character, so if you throw him off the roof just to save Emma, not just to save Emma, obviously we should save Emma when the situation arises, but try to do it with keeping Connor alive if you can.
Alex Back 16 is asking about the subscription and the emoticons. I also know he was asking for a greeting earlier, so maybe, greet.
Right on. Yeah. So, Alex, I just submitted some emotes to Twitch, and apparently it takes some time for them to be approved. So that's going to be something that's probably over the next week is going to pop up on the feed because they've been submitted, but I don't think they've been approved yet. We have three different tiers. We're going to have the Deviants, which is, of course...
Look at that. We got a follower.
Oh, we got a follower. Welcome. Thank you. That's the first time I've ever used that the alert from Streamlabs. So thank you especially for following because you made that just pop up, which is pretty cool. I'm really happy that actually works. So we've got the Deviants, then we got the Detroids, which is like Detroit and Android combined. Mm-hmm. I thought that was pretty clever. I like Chondroids too, but I like Detroits because it includes everybody. And then, right on! My first subscriber! Thank you so much. That's amazing. I really appreciate that. When we first were talking about should I even do a Twitch stream, I was like, I don't know, would people really be down to do this? And the fact that you guys are so supportive and on board with it, I'm all about it. So thank you so much. If you want to subscribe, but funds is tight, if you have Amazon Prime, you can get a free subscription with your Amazon Prime account. All you have to do is click on the link in the channel to activate it, and you can have a subscription. You don't have to use it here, but you could use it anywhere on Twitch, which is pretty cool. It's a monthly subscription that renews every month, so you can assign it to a different streamer every month. So for April, we're going to stream through Heavy Rain, and then in May, we're going to start with Detroit Become Human, obviously, which we'll play as many times as anybody will let us.
I don't even remember what I used to do on Sundays. We've only done this twice, but this is the new Sunday.
This has wiped your memory of all other Sunday activities?
Until,
Yeah, tell your friends to come join us on Sundays. Sundays at 2 p.m. I'm glad you guys approve of this new time because it works better, I think, for everybody, especially internationally.
I know that there's a question a little bit. I'm going to disappear so you can answer it.
Sure.
But it's, have you ever done motion capture before? Is it new to you?
Oh, yeah. So motion capture and performance capture are two things that I'd really, really wanted to do, I was trying to get real specific about my acting career, about like what do I really want to do with this, and the vision board version of myself says, well, be like Andy Serkis because he's the greatest actor there is. If Andy Serkis and Daniel Day-Lewis had like, a son, I would want to be that son. So performance capture and motion capture is like really, really awesome to me.
So,
This was my first time doing it, and the hostage demo that they've been doing at all the different conventions and trade shows and things was the first piece that we ever filmed, which was actually on my birthday 2 years ago. So for my birthday, I got to go stand in this big gray room with the Lycra suit with the motion capture dots, and it was so incredibly cool. It was so much fun.
Cameron P made sure to point out,
Sunday the Lord's Day. Well, I don't know.
Lord's Day.
I don't know if I can comment on that specifically, but I appreciate you guys being here. Sunday is a good day for a Twitch stream. It's a nice relaxed day. Nobody has to, I don't know. I don't ever have anything to do on Sunday, and here we are, hanging out.
Do the facial markers itch? That's a good question.
Yeah, the facial markers don't really itch. The ones you notice are the ones that are on your eyes. You have 3 on your eyes. You have under your eyelid, inside and outside, and then on top on each eye. So the ones that are the most noticeable are those. But really, after maybe a scene or two, you stop thinking about all the other ones. There's 84 or 87. Somewhere between 84 and 87. I think it's very specific. 86 is my final answer of how many markers are on your face. Oh, right on. We got a second subscriber. That's huge. Right on. Thank you so much. Is this Panda? Right on.
Panda 98.
Panda 98. Thank you so much. That's very cool. We're going to keep building this community and growing it bigger and bigger. I know by the time Detroit Become Human comes out, we're going to have a whole legion of deviants. And we'll use our powers for good, of course.
Is Amelia an actress in Detroit? That was a question.
Amelia is an actress, but I can't say anything about her or any of the other actors that might be or not be in Detroit. But Amelia and I met on a film 6 years ago, almost 7 years ago. And we're about to get married, in fact. But yeah, the performance capture markers, if they fall off, they just replace another one. I put a little Q&A clip from the first stream that has a little bit more info about that if you're really fascinated by the performance capture stuff like I am. And there's also some videos that have been released by PlayStation which have behind-the-scene interviews with each of the 3 protagonists, and you can see a lot more of the set and how that whole performance capture setup works. It's completely different than filming a movie or TV show. Let's see. David Cage said the script is huge. Have you read it all or just Connor's scenes? So pretty much everything with the Detroit Become Human is like on a need-to-know basis. So I need to know more than they're thinking that I need to know, but a lot of it is still top secret to me. So a lot of what happens with Marcus and a lot of what happens with Kara, I have absolutely no idea. Like when we play through Detroit Become Human, I'm going to have no clue what to expect for a lot of those choice trees and a lot of the branches. And I mean, how do they refer to it exactly? They said in this intermission clip that there's like a huge overall web of all of the different possibilities and choices. I would love to see that. I mean, I have my own that I had to design and build to figure out how to play Connor. But as far as the other 2 characters, I have almost, I have very little idea of where it's going to go. Where is the 3D printout of your face currently residing? I think it's in Paris still, but there's a you can check it out on my Instagram, but they 3D printed my face. It's like a mask of my face that goes over my face. It fits perfectly, which is really weird. It's very calming to have it's like a death mask actually, if there's anybody who's history buffs, but I think it's in Paris still. I know they gave Valerie hers for her birthday, which was cool, but I guess I didn't finish shooting on a significant enough day that they gifted me I don't know if I'd want my face in a box. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
My own face.
Albert Brew asked, so did you go straight to acting or go to college first?
So I started doing some acting in 7th grade, and then I went to NYU for acting. I studied abroad in Italy. Rog and I met at NYU to School of the Arts. We did a lot of film and television projects. I did a lot of student films and things, indie films right out of graduating, and then lived in New York for 7 years, moved to Los Angeles almost 7 years ago, and started doing more film and TV stuff, and then got real specific into the video game thing. And so for me, That's why I'm so stoked about Twitch and engaging with you guys, because to me, I really think that the future of storytelling is in this new medium. Obviously, it's not that new, but they've been doing the evolution of this media, because the script is so gigantic that it gives you so many options as an actor. You know, usually you have one beginning, one middle, one end, and in this, that's obviously not the case. We'll do a few more questions and we'll jump back into the game, because I don't want to leave people hanging that are, on the edge of their seat. We got to figure out what's in this box. Yeah, the Quantic Dream Studio is based in Paris. Let's see how. Yeah, Clancy Brown is in this game. Clancy Brown is really, really cool. Those of you who have been listening into my Crash Bandicoot test streams know that he plays also Dr. Neo Cortex, among many other characters that we all would recognize. But he plays Lieutenant Hank Anderson, and he is... he was, can I say this? Off the record, but on Twitch, he was my favorite part of Detroit Become Human, working with him. And the old Ben, who is not feeling well. So those of you that know the old Ben, Benjamin Deibling, who's the studio director for the motion kits and some of the stunt stuff, every day on the performance capture stage, he's there. They did over 300 days of performance capture on this game, and they're getting so close to having this game out the door to be able to be delivered to you guys. He's totally burnt out and absolutely sick, actually flu sick. So if you want to send at the old Ben on Twitter a get well message, I know he'd appreciate it, because right now it's probably 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and hopefully his sweet mustache is sleeping gently and healing quickly.
Thank you, Cameron.
What were the most... Hey, Buzz, that's a good question about the most difficult scenes. I'm going to wait until the game comes out to answer that, though, because I don't want to give anything away. And I do believe that the digital art book and the soundtrack come with the Latin America release of the digital deluxe version. You can check that out for sure on PlayStation's website. I have the links to those on the channel feed too if you guys want to find them. There's, of course, the physical disc version of the game. There's a download copy, and then you can get the digital deluxe, which has some PlayStation themes, has the digital art book, has the soundtrack, which is an awesome soundtrack. If you guys want to check out the IGN video on the soundtrack, it's really cool too. Yeah, Lightning Panda 98. You are right on, but I'm not going to say anything more about that until after May 25th. Cool. Thank you, Colorful Mess. I appreciate you guys being so kind to Benjamin Deibling and the rest of the folks at Quantic Dream, because there's over 200 people at Quantic Dream that worked on this game. So I get a lot of the thumbs up because my face is on the thing, but there's a lot more people than me that have been working on this game. So any love you can show Quantic Dream and the team back there, just shoot it their way. If you guys have any questions for David Cage, you can maybe in the chat, I'll have Rog pull them out. You can just write maybe DC : and then if that's a question for David Cage, when I see him later today, I will ask him, and then we'll see if we can get some answers to some of those questions to him up on Instagram or on Twitter. Right on. Cool, guys. So let's get back into this. We'll play another chapter or two.